The 2021 George Washington crossing the Delaware quarter is one of the most interesting modern coins from the United States. At first look, it may seem like a normal quarter that you could find in your pocket change. Many people spend it without thinking twice. But over time, collectors started to notice that this coin is very different from other quarters, especially because of its design, history, and rare errors. Because of these things, some of these quarters are now worth much more than their face value, and a few rare ones are believed to be worth very big money. This quarter was released in 2021 by the United States Mint. The letter D on the coin means it was made at the Denver Mint. Millions of these coins were produced, so most of them are still very common. A regular 2021 George Washington crossing the Delaware quarter that has no errors and has been used in circulation is usually worth only face value, which is 25 cents. Even if it looks nice and clean, many of these coins sell for about $1 when collectors want an example for their collection. So yes, even a normal one can be worth around $1, especially if it is in good condition and not badly scratched. As the condition improves, the value can slowly go up. A coin that looks almost new, with very little wear, can be worth around $2 to $3. These coins usually come from rolls or sets that were never used in daily spending. Some collectors enjoy keeping bright and shiny examples, and they are willing to pay a little extra for them. So already, without any errors, this coin can move from face value to a few dollars depending on condition. The real excitement starts when errors are involved. Coin errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. Machines work very fast, and sometimes small mistakes slip through. These mistakes can make a coin very special. Not all errors are valuable, but some can raise the price a lot. That is why collectors carefully inspect the 2021 George Washington crossing the Delaware quarter. One of the most common things collectors look for on this coin is extra metal in places where it should not be. Many people notice strange bumps or blobs on George Washington's hat or on the boat shown in the design. These bumps are called die chip errors. A die chip happens when a small piece of the metal die breaks off. When the coin is struck, metal flows into that missing space, creating a raised blob on the coin. Some of these die chip errors are small and not very impressive. A small die chip might increase the value of the coin to about $5 or $10, depending on how clear it is and how nice the coin looks overall. For beginners, finding a $5 or $10 coin in pocket change is already exciting. It shows that even modern coins can be worth more than expected. Bigger die chips are more interesting. When the extra metal is very clear and easy to see without a magnifying glass, collectors pay more attention. A strong die chip on Washington's hat or a noticeable one on the boat can push the value to around $20, $30, or even $50. These coins are not extremely rare, but they are popular because the error is easy to explain and fun to look at. Some collectors have found coins with more than one die chip. For example, a coin might have extra metal on both the hat and the boat. These combination errors are harder to find. When two or more noticeable errors appear on the same coin, the value can jump higher. Coins like this have been seen selling in the range of $100 to $300, especially if the coin is in very nice condition and the errors are strong and clear. Another type of error that collectors look for is doubling. This happens when the design or letters appear doubled. You might see doubling on words like Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or on the date 2021. Sometimes the doubling is very light and hard to see. Light doubling may only add a small amount of value, maybe around $10 to $20. But stronger doubling, where letters look clearly doubled to the naked eye or under slight magnification, can raise the value to $50, $100, or more. Off-center strikes are another error type. These happen when the coin blank is not properly aligned when it is struck. As a result, part of the design is missing or shifted to one side. Small off-center errors might be worth $15 to $30. Larger off-center errors, where a big portion of the design is missing but the date is still visible, can be worth $100 to $250 or more. The more dramatic the error, the more collectors are interested. Some very rare errors involve the edge of the coin. Quarters are supposed to have a reeded edge, which means small grooves around the edge. A smooth-edged quarter is unusual and considered an error. If the 2021 George Washington crossing the Delaware quarter is found with a smooth edge, collectors pay close attention. These coins can start around $50 and go up to $200 or more, depending on condition and how clear the error is. Condition plays a huge role in value. A coin with an error that is scratched, dirty, or damaged will usually be worth less than a clean and shiny example. Coins that look almost perfect are often sent to grading companies. These companies examine the coin and give it an official grade. A high-grade coin with an error is more trusted by buyers and can sell for much higher prices. Certified coins, meaning coins that are graded and sealed in plastic holders, often sell for more than raw coins. A certified 2021 quarter with a strong error might sell for $300, $500, or even $1,000 if it is rare and in top condition. Certification gives buyers confidence that the coin is real and that the error is genuine. There have been reports and claims from collectors about extremely rare examples of this coin selling for very high amounts. Some people believe that certain rare combinations of errors, especially when professionally graded at very high levels, have reached values in the thousands. Claims of coins valued around $3,200 have circulated among collectors. These values usually apply to very specific coins with strong, rare errors and excellent condition. Not every error coin will reach this level, but it shows what is possible in the coin collecting world. It is important to understand that most 2021 George Washington crossing the Delaware quarters are not worth huge money. Many will still only be worth $1 to $3. Some will be worth $5, $10, or $20. Fewer will reach $100 or more. And only a very small number might ever reach values in the thousands. But the fun part is that you do not know what you have until you look closely. This is why many people enjoy checking their pocket change. With a simple magnifying glass and a little patience, anyone can search for errors. You do not need expensive tools to start. Just look closely at the design, letters, date, and edge. Compare your coin with pictures of normal examples so you can spot differences. Another reason this coin is popular is because of its design. George Washington crossing the Delaware is a powerful moment in American history. It represents bravery, leadership, and determination. Many collectors like the design because it is different from the usual Washington quarter. This historical theme adds to the coin's appeal and long-term interest. The market value of coins can change over time. As more people learn about this coin and search for errors, some varieties may become harder to find. When demand increases and supply stays low, prices can go up. That is why a coin that is worth $20 today could be worth more in the future, especially if it becomes known as a key error variety. At the same time, not every listing you see online is real. Some sellers list coins for very high prices, but that does not mean they actually sell for those amounts. It is always important to look at sold prices, not just asking prices. This helps collectors understand what people are truly willing to pay. In the end, the 2021 George Washington crossing the Delaware quarter is a great example of how modern coins can still be exciting and valuable. From $1 examples to coins worth $50, $100, $300, and even claims of $3,200, this quarter has captured a lot of attention. Each coin has its own market value, history, and design. Some are common, some are unusual, and a few are truly special. Whether you are a serious collector or just someone curious about coins, this quarter is worth taking a closer look at. You might already have one sitting in a drawer or a jar of change. And who knows, that simple quarter could turn out to be more than just spare change.